Jaguares have been the team to beat in the GRC this season, and once again we're putting their undefeated record on the line in round number 10. Up against them will be the back-to-back two-time defending champions, the All Flakes, looking to finally hand them a loss. Hello everyone and welcome back along to your home of rugby and the Global Rugby Challenge, or the subscriber series. This series where you guys take the field against the world's elite. Today it is the undefeated and really impossible to beat Jaguares up against the defending champions, the All Flakes. Now this Jaguares side have been in the form of their lives in the 10 rounds so far, and today they will look to make it another round undefeated. They sit obviously with a record like that at the top of the table, and they look like they will do the whole season without suffering a loss the way they're going. They've beaten their closest competitors, teams like the Flakes, who they defeated back in round 7, 24-21, and then last round, in round 9, they took out the Pacific Toa 17-14. They may not be doing it by much, but they're beating the top teams by enough to get the wins. Today they take on the All Flakes, and they're the team that's been struggling this season in the GRC, but any subscriber team can certainly turn up and beat anyone on their day. The Jaguares have had little change in their team throughout the season, but it's the number 9 jumper that has really been a cause for concern for them now on their third scrum half, with Sebastian Cancelero starting in that scrum half position. He'll partner Diaz Bonicia, who will be starting at fly half, and then outside them it is Geronimo De La Fuente and Matthias Orlando. Matthias Moroni will be on the right wing, Emiliano Buffelli again on the left, with Jacqueline Tucalet at fullback. In the pack, it's strong, it's brutal, and it's going to be tough to break down. Santiago Botu will be on the loose head side of the front row, of Augustine Clevey at hooker. Santiago Medrano will be on the tight head side with Guido Pitti and Tomas Lavanini in the second row together. Juan Manuel Lugusamon will be on the blind side flank, with, of course, Pablo Matera on the open side, and Javier Decio will be at number 8 to complete the pack for this Jaguares side, who are really looking to take this competition home. Now, if there's ever a team that can do the unthinkable, it is the All Flakes, a side that has never been minor premiers and topping the table at the end of the regular season. They are a team that come good in those crunch matches, and today, that is what they have against them. This is almost like a playoff for a team like this, as they sit with a 5-win, 3-loss record and way down in the 6th position. They've been in good form recently though. They've scored a lot of points, 31 against Clermont in round 8 and then 38 against the Saracens in round 9. It was two strong performances that saw them take easy 5-point victories over those sides who are far down the table. Today though is a massive step up, and the team must follow in that direction if they want to come away with a very unlikely victory here tonight. The team here today has undergone the usual changes, so we've got a new look 15 here for the All Flakes. Shady Streetwalker, Ben Bobbs and Nicholas Freilander will be the front row, with Javan Fonity and Akara Kamana behind them in the locking positions. Mark Tommy will start at 6 with James Sharp at 7 and Brett Harley at number 8. It's Shane Campbell and Zachariah Charlton in the halves, with Matt Wrigley and Raynette DeCoca in midfield. Liam Symes-Wells will be on the left wing with Nathaniel Edwards on the right, and Josh Fisher will line up at fullback for the All Flakes. This is a make or break game for their season. They can't afford to go 5-4 at a crucial time of the year like this, when wins are really at a premium. So we are ready to go. It's the Jaguares who will be doing the kicking off here tonight as the home team, and it will be the All Flakes in the black and white who are receiving. We are ready to get underway, and it's Jacqueline Diaz Bonicia who kicks off this round 10 fixture between the Jaguares and the All Flakes, and an early take for Freilander as well, as he bundles his way up towards the 10-metre line and leaves for Shane Campbell to start the next phase wide. They go very quickly, the All Flakes, getting nicely out to Nathaniel Edwards, who slips it back inside. Dakota, nice ball to Wrigley. Wrigley goes for the kick nice and early, and already some show of intent from the All Flakes is back there trundling. Moroni in a forward pass, now a knock on. Oh, it's very quickly turned to custard there for the Jaguares. Well, Moroni did well. He fielded that kick in.
Crouch.
Threw a forward pass,
Fine.
and then it was swiftly knocked on after that. So a couple of big errors with their first touch of the football here tonight for the Jaguares, and a massive opportunity now for the All Flakes, who have been just hammered off this ball. Big scrum from the Jaguares, And the home team will get a chance to exit. They're nearly in goal now. It slips back to Bonisha, who does do the kicking. He fires it down to Fisher, who's thrown it into himself, and he's stayed in touch. Wow, Fisher's made an absolute meal of that one. Went for the quick line out, fielded it nicely on the sidelines, and took the ball not 5 metres, and still on the sidelines. What a catastrophe of an error there from Fisher, and a big chance for the All Flakes to swiftly get back on the possession horse. Gone now as the Jaguares have it back. Bonisha finds nicely Matera, and they cut through De La Fuente. Big numbers on the set to be get it to him. They do. It's Bonisha again, and Jacqueline Diaz. Bonisha will score the opening try. What a start for the Jaguares. Jacqueline Diaz Bonisha with the opening try of the game. Well, he's been very evident tonight already. You can see there Matera through to De La Fuente. And once he got that pass through to Bonisha, it was a real foot race. He just had to get on the outside of that one defender, looked like Mac Wrigley. And he did that with rather ease. The dummy selling him that little hope that he was going to go back to another pass. Here it was, bang, and he just couldn't buy it. And Bonisha scores a very good try for the Jaguares, who were really under their own sticks almost in the first few minutes. They've come back well, and they have ended up scoring the opening try of the match. And with the first conversion will be the try scorer. Bonisha puts it over, and it is 7-0 Jaguares over the All Flakes. What a start by the number 10. He's got a seam off on the right foot despite early pressure from the All Flakes. Now here is Zachariah Charlton to get the game back underway again. It's down to Cancelera, who's taken in a big tackle from the chasers. And again, Jaguares in their own 22. Bonisha once more composed under pressure from the All Flakes defenders. Gets a kick away up towards halfway. Simple stuff at the moment, isn't it, for the home team? They're playing nicely composed. And they got points on the board as well. Confidence breeds success. And they've turned over the line out as well. Lavanini, he's the man to do it in the set piece. Now here they go. Medrano goes beautifully. Buffelli beats one defender. And offload to the tackle as well. Cancelera opens it up, and through goes De La Fuente. Another Jaguares try is on the menu now. Inside ball to Matera. Matera goes up towards the 22. Oh, penalty All Flakes. Oh, that was rapid. Well, Pablo Matera is an absolute unit. Super good at the breakdown as well, but that time the All Flakes had 2 men on him like a flash, and he had no choice but to not release. As it gives a chance for Charlton to find some metres off the boots and reset for the All Flakes, who are struggling to get into this game at the moment. They do only trail by 7. They've been comprehensively outplayed following that early stanza they had on this side. Here's Ben Bobs, just gets that one to Kamana. Now the All Flakes can attack. Charlton out wide through Wrigley, finds them Science Wells. Dakoka's there. Dakoka on the outside, got Science Wells as well. Passes better in Freilander. Oh, inside ball, shining straight Walker. 3 and 1. It's the prop show for the All Flakes. And Nicholas Freilander puts it on a platter for Shady Streetwalker. And the 2 props combine for the All Flakes' first try. Well, this was magical. The big boys doing the big work. Liam Science-Wells dropped it off for Freilander, and a beautiful ball to Streetwalker. Oh, magical stuff. You love to see the big boys in the little numbers trundling their way down the sidelines. And against a team like the Jaguares, this was very impressive to see. They all went the wrong way. Decio was the only one with a chance to chase them down, and that was a very, very slow foot race down the left-hand edge. Big try for the All Flakes as well. They needed that to stay in this game. The Jaguares were threatening to get away on them, but now they could be back on level standing with them. They are. Charlton with a great kick from the left-hand sideline. And it ties it all back up at 7 points apiece. Jaguares and All Flakes all tied up again. We are 25 minutes through. We've had a try apiece. And the thoughts of bonus points will be firmly at the back of their minds as we get back underway through Bonisha. He goes down to the 22 where it's fielded there from Jake Sharp very nicely. Dakoka is met with heavy resistance, and it's going to be a turnover to the Jaguares here shortly. They fire on in, and it's slow, but it's on their side. Desio will pick and go, and it's a Cancelero drop goal, and it's over. He was in traffic, and Sebastian Cancelero has just pivoted and slotted that over like it was nothing at all. That was a tough kick. Boy, oh boy, that was a tough kick. It does put the Jaguares though back in the lead. And another 3 points on the board as well. 10-7 now. The home team over the All Flakes. Half an hour ticks over. And down it goes to the 22 of the Jaguares. And they look to get a little bit fancy. What a ball from Benicia. Desio takes the ground on the 22. It got very fancy there, but little reward come from it. And it's a turnover. Oh, the All Flakes have stolen this back. Harley with a good work. And Leo Symes Wells. Oh, that is easy. Simple running for the left winger. They were not set up to defend. The Jaguares were all at sea. They were looking to kick to touch and reset from the set piece. They were in no position to defend, and Harley seeing the ball to the back. He quickly fired it out to his left, and there was no one home to defend. Big pass as well. Huge gaping hole. And Liam Symes Wells grabs a good try for the All Flakes completely against the expected run of play. Turnover at the breakdown. That is such a critical time to be able to attack with a team that did have the ball, obviously had their own plays in mind, and none of those plays was defending whatsoever. Huge try as well after the Jaguares worked hard to get that 3 points through the drop goal, put themselves back in the lead, keep that confidence on their side, and now so quickly and so softly to defend that second All Flakes try puts them back behind by 4 points. Benicia won't be pleased. His good effort so far not being backed up by his teammates as he goes short this time, and Mark Tommy flying brilliantly high. Takes it on a 10-metre line. Here's Charlton. Skips out a one tackle. Charlton straightens up nicely. Down the sidelines he goes. Dummies one. Tries to get past the tackle from Tucolet, but he drags him down just over the 10-metre mark. Freiland is there. Big pass from him. Oh, there's huge holes out here if they want to use the All Flakes. It's going to be another try. Mark Tommy's grabbed one now. That was another very soft try to concede for the Jaguares. It's 19-10. And this is one of the best All Flakes halves we've seen in a long time. Poor defence from the Jaguares. Ben Bobbs took out the last defender of Matthias Moroni, and he set Mark Tommy alight. And he had numbers as well. He had support on his left. This was beautiful All Flakes rugby. This is why they are back-to-back champions. Mark Tommy gets the reward, but that try went further back than his name. And we talked about how teams wouldn't be thinking of bonus points. Well, we can probably throw that out the window now. The All Flakes will be absolutely humming at half-time of this lead. 19-10, 3 tries, make it 21 off the boot of Charlton. He is absolutely ecstatic with the way his team's going at the moment. 21-10 at the break. The All Flakes in control over the undefeated Jaguares. And who expected this? What a half we have seen so far. 21-10 is the score. The All Flakes leading every department you could think of. Possession, done it. Territory, done it. Line breaks, done it. They are in control of this matchup through some brilliant attacks, but it's mainly through the lax defence of the Jaguares that just are not setting up when the All Flakes get the turnover. That is their biggest problem, and you can expect there would have been some heavy words said at the halftime break for the home team. We are, though, quickly back out, ready to go for the second 40 minutes. Zachariah Charlton gets us underway, and the Jaguares burst out of the blocks. Good little combination there from Medrano and Botta. Set them quickly 10 metres upfield. Here's Castanere, sparks it out wide. A big chance now for Moroni. He's trying to get away from Liam Symes Wells, but he can't do it. It's a good tackle. Sideways running the two wingers, trying to get away from each other. Now they keep it short, tight. Lavanini, great little ball finding Guido Penny. Penny over the 22, and Guido Penny will score. Oh, that is great speed for the second rower. Guido Penny puts the Jaguares back in this game. Where did that come from? Lavanini putting it on a beautiful piece for a second row partner. Absolutely magical by the forwards. Leguizamon was involved as well. I had no idea that Petty would have the speed to bust all that way. But that was a magical finish by the big lock. 45, 46 metres. He just trundles straight through. Fisher comes across, as does Nathaniel Edwards. Neither got it even close to touching him. And that is such a valuable asset to have when you've got a big man that can not only bust tackles and hit lines, but also had the pace to do quick sprints like that. Is a massive telling difference. Bonisha puts over the extra 2. And this game certainly has stepped up a gear in the latter parts of the first half and now into the second as well. 21-17. This game is far from over. I tell you what, we have plenty more action to come the way these two sides are playing. Charlton kicking off again, looks for the short little kick-off, and Mark Tommy, he's got a try to his name, and now he takes a beautiful kick-off as well. Bobs floats it, short side, Nathaniel Edwards skips out of one, puts a little chip over the top, big pressure here on Tukulet, and he does well, offloads as well, nicely to Lavanini, and now through the middle, goes De La Fuente, steps, right back to Lavanini, and here is Thomas Lavanini, down the left-hand wing. Thomas Lavanini will score. It's the second row party here for the Jaguares. They're doing it in a canter, back in the lead. What was said at halftime, because I want some. Magical, magical stuff from Thomas Lavanini. I never thought he'd get anywhere close to the try line. He put the burners down. It was a big chase. You see, Nathaniel Edwards was mowing him up, but he just didn't have enough field to get the job done. Started it off inside that own 10-metre line, and away he went. Support was there from Buffali as well, but he just went all the way himself. Magical run from Lavanini. Well, Guido Petty did it, and Lavanini, such a competitive man, would have said, whatever you can do, I'll give a stab as well. And boy, he took Guido Petty's 40-odd metre run, and he turned it into a good 60-65 of his own. And the lead now back with the home team. Topsy-turvy, end-to-end stuff at the moment. The Jaguares lead by 3. It's 24-21, and the second half has exploded into action. Back to halfway for Zachariah Charlton, who can't believe what's going on here. They've got to try and stay composed now, the All Flakes, and really get a little bit of possession and territory. They will do that. Penalty to their side. Straight off the kickoff. Isolating the one player to take it in and grabbing a quick ruck penalty as well, and they are looking to the sticks. Wow, this is a big call, isn't it, from captain Nicholas Freilander, because they trail by 3. What do you do here if you're the captain? Do you go to the corner and try and take a lead, or you do this? You look at your number 10, you tell him to go for the sticks, and you expect him to deliver, just like Zachariah Charlton. It's 24-all, and this game is flowing the points at the moment. The second half, just like I said before, exploding into action with tries galore either side of the break. And now it's Bonisha kicking off again. He's gone high. Great take. Excellent work there from Ben Bobs to drag that in. And a turnover. Oh, he thought he'd done the hard work. Now drop goal. Bonisha, is it going to go all the way? No, it's just short. And Nathaniel Edwards gives it a hurried thump into touch. And things just about took another turn. We've still got 21 minutes to play here, team, so there's a long way to go yet. Augustine Clevey to throw. It's not straight. Oh, that is a massive blow for the home team. Just when they're getting more and more momentum on their side, the most experienced and relied on campaigner has missed a trick with his line-out throw.
Bind.
All Flakes opting for the scrum option. Shane Campbell to feed. It's a steady one to start off for the All Flakes. Waiting for it to come back to the feet of Brett Hartley. Here it comes now. Campbell goes to Charlton, who misses out a couple, going straight out to Nathaniel Edwards, who cuts straight through the middle of the defenders. Looks to go out wide, and Tukulet cuts back in field, but Tukulet equal to the task. And Comes back to Kamana. Beautiful ball to Freilander. He was never going to have the wheels to go all the way there. We've seen some amazing runs, but that maybe was one too far. Short to Dakoka, who's taken high from Emiliano Buffelli. And the referee just goes straight up for the penalty. Buffelli just shakes his head and walks on back. Lucky not to get pinged for more. And Freilander, captain again for the All Flakes, opting to take the points on offer. Smart call now. Makes that first kick look like a good decision. If this one can go over from Charlton, and it does. Oh, he's looked sharp tonight as Zachariah Charlton. 27-24. The All Flakes take that lead back. We've still got 12 minutes to play. And the points are still flowing, albeit at a little slower rate of 3s instead of 7s. But this game is far from decided, with the difference just being that three-pointer at the moment. Here is Charlton going short to Hartley. He pops it back to Edwards, and now Commander's got a bit of room on the left-hand side. Finds Dakoka, ran into Dakoka, being chased down by Delafonte, shows the dummy, and it will be a try. Ran into Dakoka, that's a game breaker. Absolute shatters it to beaters. 32-24. The lead is 8, and there's still a kick to come. That is a massive try for Randy Dakoka. Excellent work from Akata Kamana to show the way for Dakoka. He held it up, he took out that last defender, and he said, "Be free, my young and little outside back." And away he went, through the dummy to get past Tukalet, and scorched in for the try. He's not the quickest. He's a strong carrying outside centre, Rainer Dakoka. But what a try that is. He used all his skills, all his guile, and all the tricks in the book to go all the way, because let's be fair, if he got tackled, that was a big turnover. And here's a big kick. Speaking of massive moments in the game, you can count another 2. The lead is 10. And the Jaguares now need to score twice, as we have just 7 minutes to go. All Flakes fans, this could be the moment that you upset the GRC table. The Jaguares undefeated. Could this be the moment they go down? The All Flakes have got just 5 minutes to hang out. They've lost the ball though. That's a bit of a problem. Benicia goes out wide. Charging the line nicely is Moroni. They go in and out. Now's a big chance for Lavanini. Shows to dummy. And Thomas Lavanini will get the Jaguares back in the game. 3 minutes to play. Lavanini scores the try. Just like that, the game is tipped on its head again. There was nothing on. Benicia went wide. Moroni cuts it back inside. De La Fuente, Guido Petty, and finally Thomas Lavanini. Fisher didn't think the big man would back himself, but I tell you what, he did that and some more as well. This is magical work. The big boys in the Tide 5 really are having a scorching game for both sides, and that try could really tip this game up for the last couple of minutes. Unlikely as you may think. Can the Jaguares steal this win? Will we have a restart? 3 minutes to play. Benicia takes his time, composes, and delivers the extra 2. Still a 3-point lead for the All Flakes. 2.5 minutes to play. Wind down the clock, All Flakes. This could be one of your most famous victories yet. Back-to-back winners. That is why this team is so good. But can the Jaguares defy all odds and take out pretty much anyone who stands in their way? They've done it right so far. Now's a big chance for Buffelli. Buffelli! He beats them all! And Emiliano Buffelli will score the winner! After time, Buffelli breaks hearts, and the Jaguares will continue on undefeated. Have you seen anything like this before? Left and right, inside, outside, upside down, every which way you could go. This game has been there, and there is always time for one more twist. That was delivered from Emiliano Buffelli. Sebastian Cancelliere, he started all. He created that little bit of space by beating the defender off the back of the rock. But give that man some space, Emiliano Buffali, and he delivers yet again for the Jaguares. Well, the game is in the bag. They only trailed by 3. The try is enough. But Benicia could make it 4 at full time. He steps up, and as he's done all night long, he delivers the final blow to the All Flakes. And this one is going to be a home win, although for most of the 80 minutes, it didn't look like they'll do it. Huge win for the Jaguares, who were pushed every little step of the way by the defending champions. Could this be the passing of the guard as the All Flakes now suffer their 4th loss of the season? The Jaguares, though, they soldier on now with their 9th win of the year. So here is a look of the scorers. It's 5 tries to 4. Guido Petty, Diaz Benicia, and it was Emiliano Buffali with just 1. It was Tomas Lavanini with a double. 5 out of 5 conversions for Benicia, and of course a drop goal to Cancelliere. On the other side, the All Flakes, Streetwalker, Tommy, Science Wells, and of course Dakoka with 1 try apiece. It was Zachariah Charlton with 4 conversions and 2 penalty goals to give them their 34 points. My goodness me, what a game it has been. Tight, tense, and exciting all the way through. Neither side really dominated the full 80 minutes, but either side had their time in the sun, and it could have been a different result if there was another 5 minutes of this matchup. What a game! In the GRC round 10, the All Flakes going down to the Jaguares. And if that does not entertain you, it may be time to check your pulse, because that match had everything. Tries, drop goals, penalties, line breaks coming out the nose. It was one of the great games of the GRC in its 4 seasons so far. 38-34 the final score, and that almost completes round 10. 1 game to go, which is Saracens versus the Guardians, and then we will be looking to round 11, which has an absolute stunner to start off. Pacific Tower versus the Flakes. I can't wait to see that one as well. Plenty of action still to go in this season's GRC. So let's have a look at the leaderboard now. Completion of round 10 is 1 game away, and you can see by that that it is just the Guardians and the Saracens yet to play their 9th match. The Jaguares, though, they've played 9 games, they've won 9, and they are top of the table, still by only the 2 points over the Pacific Tower, but that Tower member have played 10 games. The Guardians of the Crib, they have a chance, they could move into the 30s and potentially could topple over the top of the Celtic Dragons. For the All Flakes, though, that is a big, big loss, and they're just going it over a 50% win rate. 5 wins, 4 losses, and plenty of concern in that camp as well. Bonus points are the only thing keeping them within touching distance of teams like the Guardians and the Dragons. It is still tight, and it could still go any which way. Who will top the table come the end of the season? Jaguares looking pretty, but there's plenty of pressure from behind. And then we have our final match of round 10. That is the Guardians of the Crib versus the Saracens. That one is going to be coming up next episode, so I can't wait to see that. And then move our way into round 11. It is a tight competition, and it is exciting rugby being played as well. That is it from me today. Thank you everyone for tuning and watching. Hope you're enjoying the GRC. Hoping to get more of these episodes coming your way in the future as well. So stick around, stay tuned, and make sure to smash that subscribe button so you don't miss the action. Until our next match with the Guardians, take care.